RepCheck. RepCheck is an online reputation management tool. It allows you to monitor specific websites very aggressively to protect your reputation. And it's being used in two main areas. One is for PR agencies to manage the reputation of their clients online. So an example would be an agency would monitor the reputation of a client watching a handful of websites, and another application would be if they were suspecting that there would be some damaging information coming out about their client, then they would very aggressively monitor a handful of websites they think that damaging info would come out on, and then they could get off the mark quick and go into damage control mode. And what separates RepCheck from other tools out there like Tracker, or and even something like Google Alerts, is that it's better in two areas. One, it's faster. RepCheck gets very aggressive, and you can monitor even as quick as every single minute. You can watch a handful of websites for the specific keywords that you're looking for. So that's one way it's better. It's just faster. I mean, who can wait a week for Google Alerts to update and see if it can even find something? Nobody. You're dead in the water by then. And then the other area is that RepCheck lets you specify the specific websites that you want to monitor. So you define them. You're not at the mercy of some tool out there that will have 20 sites or 20 blogs or even 100 or even 1,000 different sources. That's great in theory, but in practice, if it's 1,000 websites that it's monitoring, but it's not the 1, 2, or 3 that you're looking for specifically, then again you're dead in the water. So those are the two main things that RepCheck addresses, and why it's becoming the fastest used online reputation management tool out there. Okay, so we're going to dive right in, and we're going to make a demo. We're going to pretend that we are Eric Schmidt, the CEO of Google, and we're looking for information about us online. So we are here at the homepage of Open Platform as a Service, and one thing that's worth noting is that RepCheck is actually an open application. It's openized, which means that it runs on Open Platform as a Service, and that's a conversation for another day, but basically open applications are better than old school applications because you can implement them easy, faster, update them better, and they run everywhere. Okay, so if we click on RepCheck here, and then we go over to the first object that's opened when you launch the application is RepCheck Info. So now this is RepCheck running on Open Platform as a Service, and what you basically do is you just select all these objects here, and then you set the properties for them down here. So we're just going to step right through. So the first object is RepCheck Info, and I'm going to breeze through quick, and the name of my RepCheck is going to be Eric. Let me make sure I get his name correct. So let me Google it. Google should know who their CEO is, right? It should come up. Okay, so that's the correct spelling there. Let me copy it. Go back here in case we need to. So I'm just going to paste that right in here as the name. I'll capitalize and be nice and neat. So this is Eric Schmidt on Twitter. So we're going to be watching Twitter for information on Eric Schmidt, and we're going to be searching Twitter's real-time search engine. So the username, you enter something that only you know, of course, so you can come back and delete your RepCheck, edit it, whatever you need to do. So then that's all there is for the RepCheck Info object page, and then you select URLs and keywords. So in this case, again, we're going to want to watch Twitter's real-time search. So we're going to go to, I believe it's search.twitter.com. Let's see. Okay, good. So again, we should still have his name on the clipboard. We do. So let's search for him, and this is what we get. So this is the easiest way to enter your websites to search, your URLs. Actually go to the website, perform the search on the website, and then simply copy that search from the address bar up here. Copy. Go back to Open Platform as a Service to the RepCheck application. Paste it in there. And now the keywords that we're looking for, of course, is Eric Schmidt. So this is all I did is I just told RepCheck, look at this URL, Twitter search, that I copied and pasted from Twitter here, after performing the search on Twitter here. And then I pasted it in as the URL, but this can be any URL. We'll get into that later, but we're just going to concentrate on Twitter today. So the keyword is Eric Schmidt. So what RepCheck is going to do, it's going to go to this website, which is actually a search. So it'll get the results from that search, and then it'll loop through that. It'll search through that and scan it. And if it finds Eric Schmidt, it will have a match, you'll have a hit. And then it'll email you, okay? So as a test, just to see what's happening, you can select the test RepCheck object here, the next object, and just as a nicety, RepCheck lets you run the search online in real time just to see what's up. So let's select that. A little slow today on the internet. Okay, so as you see, we have a hit here. So it searched Twitter for Eric Schmidt, and it found what's in the parentheses here, Eric Schmidt. So we have a hit. Now, this is, again, just to test your RepCheck. This isn't actually it running. You're going to save and run it automatically. You're not going to have to do any of this. Again, this is just an easy way for you to see what it would return. So now that we know that this is working properly, what we could do if you wanted to go back and search for yourself, Twitter, or some other keyword, so you would go back here and you would change the keyword from Eric Schmidt to, your name, or your company, or, your product, whatever you want to search for. Now, it's been verified that this RepCheck is successfully searching Twitter's real-time search engine. But we're going to go back to Eric Schmidt for purposes of this demonstration. Let's put him back in. Oops. Little bug in Explorer 9 there. Interesting. Okay, so we have the URLs and keywords, and so now we're going to go to the schedule. We already did the test RepCheck. We know it works. So we're going to jump to the schedule. So the schedule, and this is, again, one of the things that separates RepCheck from other online reputation management tools like Tracker or, whatever else is out there. Look how aggressive you can get here. You can get down to 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and even 1 minute. Paranoia level, we call it. So what this is going to do is it's going to run that search every minute of every hour, every day, every week until it finds a match. Okay? So extremely powerful, especially in the PR world where agencies are being paid a lot of money to protect the reputation of their clients. So they need to really get off the mark quick. So they can set this up to, to get a text message at 4 in the morning if it finds something. And they can, act upon this even before the world wakes up and hopefully address it, and then nobody sees that negative PR. It can be removed or knocked down from Google or, off the website, wherever it may be. And so it's really invaluable, and there's no other tool like it out there. Okay, so we're not so paranoid today. We're going to do every 5 minutes. We just want to be very informed, let's say. Very aggressive. Okay, so that's the schedule. That's how often the search is going to run. And then we select the email settings. So this is who's going to get the email. How are you going to be notified? So we're going to be sending this from RepCheck, or if you're a PR agency, you would say, from Best Agency, from the email address best at Best Agency in the world.com, to yourself, if you're monitoring yourself, or if you don't need to send it directly to someone else. But the cool thing about this is you don't have to send it to yourself. If you were setting up this RepCheck on behalf of someone else, you could send the email. It looks like it comes from you to them directly if you don't need to get the email yourself. So in this case, I am going to send it to myself. So I'm going to send that to me. Oops. Actually, this goes... Wow, there's no cut when you right click. That's awful. I guess the Redmond team hasn't gotten to that feature yet. Alright, to me, at my email address, and then the subject is found stuff on Eric. Message body, you can put whatever you want here. So this is very powerful. You know, you can really customize the email exactly how you want. It doesn't even have to look like it's coming from RepCheck or anything. It's, you know, it's coming from you for all intent and purpose to whoever you want. So the message is, here is the... Actually, we did Twitter. Here's the results from Twitter. And then what will automatically be appended to the body is the results that we saw back in test RepCheck, the link to the website that found the match. It gets automatically appended to the body of the message below here, what you write there. And then what's nice about that is the recipient of the email can simply click on that link and go to the website and see what's going on, see if it's good, bad, or ugly, and see if they need to act upon what RepCheck found. Okay, so that's it, and you're done. So now we have a RepCheck, and it's searching Twitter real time, and it's sending an email notification, and it's running every 5 minutes. You just select save and run, and you're done, and then that's it. No programming, very powerful, better than the other stuff up there. So that's RepCheck running on Open Platform as a Service.